Hi guys, this is Kim from Abundant Life Tarot, and we are here doing our monthly love readings. And this month for January 2018, so excited to say that, we are going to combine the singles and the couples because I found that it was just too complex for me to break it up by singles and couples. As much fun as that was for me, it was too time consuming. And there's really no need for it because sometimes the readings that I would do for the couples would kind of bleed into for what guidance I would give to the singles and vice versa. So we're going to combine it. And yeah, and then the other thing I wanted to say is a huge apology for last month's videos because they did have poor sound quality. Now I have a new microphone, so hopefully the sound issues are all resolved. And what we will be now doing is monthly readings for all 12 astrological signs. And this will encompass the overall energies, your romance energies, your sensual, sexual feelings and energies going on, something that's impacting your love life for that month, some romance guidance, and then a closing card. So it's going to be quite a bit of info packed into these videos. So I think this format will work best for myself and for you all. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And so, yeah, if you decide later that you want a more in-depth, more personalized reading tailored to just you, you can also hit me at my email or my other methods of getting in touch with me to have a private reading because this reading is really just a general reading for the astrological signs. So without much further along, here we go. Let's get started. Hello Capricorns, this is Kim, and we are doing your love reading for both my singles and my couple folks, and this is for male or female. We are doing a general love reading and love forecast right now with the Dear Heart Oracle, and we'll just move our way through some tarot and oracle decks for the month of January, and this is for Capricorn. What are the overall energies that Capricorn will be dealing with for January? Nice. Okay, so for January, Capricorns will be dealing with healing and growth, which is positive things, Capricorn. You're dealing with healing in terms of love, both in relationships and for our single folk. There is a sense of healing that's happening, which in turn allows for growth to happen in January, which is positive and powerful. And the healing did not come easy, Capricorns, but it has come. And now here you are able to benefit from that. Things will start to sprout. Relationships will start to form because you are willing to do the healing work to get there. For our couples, there is growth in your relationship because you did the work to get to that point, that healing work that was necessary. So that's awesome. This is the energies for the month of January. The forecast is good for you all. So let's take a look at the overall romance energies with the Celtic Tarot. We are looking for Capricorn. What do we have going on for Capricorn? Anything else? Okay. the first card that jumped out was 3 of Cauldrons or 3 of Cups. There's some nudity there. Sorry about that. The Tower. And then the Knight of Cauldrons or Knight of Cups. So we have some Cups energy here, water, which is emotions, and what we have going on here is the 3 of Cups. And so for some of our Capricorn folk, this would evoke, let's say for our single ones, let's start with singles. This would evoke that you're having good times with your girlfriends in January, or your guy friends. You guys are hanging out. Maybe you're out and about, and that's putting you in a very healed place, and a place where you may even meet some potential mates, which is exciting. For our coupled up Capricorns, this could signify a good time that's being had in your relationship, that the healing has arrived, and or this could signify that at one point there were some good times. Maybe someone may have even stepped down in the relationship. You had a Tower moment. You had a moment in your relationship where things, turned onto its head. Things came out. Maybe you learned some things about your relationship. And then from there, instead of breaking apart, you guys healed and you grew, and you have the Knight of Cauldrons. Knights are about action, about moving forward, about moving ahead with something. And the Cauldrons deal with emotions. So you guys have moved on. The folks who are in a relationship, you have moved on, or you're moving on, and you are growing from this. You're becoming more emotionally solid after that turmoil that happened. So that's what comes to me for the couples. And then in terms for the single folk, maybe you were involved in a relationship in the past that didn't end, or it was a good relationship, fun, but in the end it didn't end so well. Actually, it ended quite traumatically for you. But here we have a sense of you moving on with the Knight of Cauldrons. You're moving on emotionally. Maybe you're even moving on along with someone new. Maybe what the Knight of Cauldrons indicates to me is that even if there's no one new yet, you are ready to move forward because you have done the healing work, because you have had some growth, because you've done the healing work. So yeah, you may have had a traumatic turn of events in your past love life. This is in your past, is the sense that I'm getting. There is a small minority of you, Capricorns, who are currently going through a Tower moment where things are turning on its head. You don't know, everything that you thought was one way is another. This could be for folks who are in a relationship, but the Knight of Cauldrons tells us that you will, despite that, you will still move forward. You will still grow from this. You will. It's just in the cards. It's in the cards. So let's see. So let's take a look at some outside or inside influences that will be affecting Capricorns and it could affect their love life. What is that for our Capricorn friends? Okay, we'll do 3 cards. The first card that jumped out was End of an Era. Nice. Forgiveness. Beautiful. Spiritual growth. Lovely. Okay, and that's all evident here. It's evident. I love how we have these layers here. So We have here, boom. And then we have here. Okay, so end of an era. So at one point, Capricorns, you were struggling emotionally. You were dealing with some turmoil that's come with the Tower moment. But that's the end of an era that signified things turning onto its head, and that's moving on, and now you're moving on. You are now able to grow from this experience and recognize it for what it is. It was a relationship for many of you that did not work out, but it is not the end of you. It is just the end of that relationship, an end of an era, and now it's time to move on. Wow, it's beautiful. And then we have forgiveness. And how you move on is by forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself that you weren't able to make that relationship work. Forgiveness of yourself for if you did something in your current relationship and you caused some pain to your partner, that you are able to forgive yourself so that way you can now move forward to a place of power to help the situation along. Forgiving your partner. If you are no longer in a relationship with this person who hurt you and gave you that Tower moment, forgive them. It is now, this card signifies that for January, it is time to have forgiveness work into your life so you can move out of this era and move into a new era with perhaps a new partner, a new person, single Capricorns. And then from that work that you do, that forgiveness work, you will have spiritual growth. And that spiritual growth, my dears, will result in love coming to you if you are single. For the month of January, it will result in love coming to you. You will have spiritual epiphanies happening in ways that you weren't having them happen before, Capricorn. Whether you are in a religion, actively doing that, or whether you have your own spiritual practices, in January, there is going to be significant spiritual growth. You're going to be in heavy gratitude for the healing that has happened in your heart and your life. And that is going to, again, result in growth. And of course, everything is really tied to spirituality. Your love life, your work, whatever you're doing is tied to that. So it is no surprise that this forecast for the month of January is spawning and or producing in different areas of your life. It's quite beautiful, really. Even just the spread of these colors. Can we even get everything in here? It's just gorgeous. Okay. All right, so let's look at the sensual, sexual energies for the month of January for our Capricorns. Singled or coupled. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. Oh, we have the Mother. We have the Lovers. Which comes first, the mother or the lovers? Like the chicken or the egg kind of analogy. So we have, and again, this is dealing with the sensual sexual energies of the month of January for our Capricorn friends. So we have the Three of Swords. And really, for some of you, it just boils down to, it's just kind of a drought in the bedroom right now. But that's okay, because there's a lot of healing that's taking place and a lot of growth that's taking place, Capricorn. So if you have to take a moment to be abstinent and to be celibate in order to deal with some past hurts, because the Three of Swords deals with some pain of the heart, pain, that mental anguish that comes with being heartbroken. So for some of you, you just don't feel very sexually inclined right now. And while others are making a deliberate choice to be celibate right now, while others, it's not so deliberate. You would probably prefer to be with someone, but you're dealing with some past hurts. deal with those past hurts, heal from them, so that way you can move into the next phase, move into the next era of your love life, okay? Don't hang out in the Three of Swords forever, because you don't need to. You don't need to. I'm letting you know that now. While other Capricorns, especially, are ones who are in a relationship, the Mother card comes up. This could be a literal pregnancy for some of you. This could be a birthing of other things that are going on in your life, a birthing of perhaps businesses that you're starting, a male or female, or maybe a new passion project, an art project, writing, something going on that you're birthing. This will bring fruits from that, from just doing that, as well as the fruits of love, a potential partner coming to see your artwork, a potential partner in a class that you're taking on photography or writing. So be in your month of January, don't forget to nurture your passion pursuits, because those passion pursuits also can lead to love as well. And so the Mother also, sexually or sensually speaking, can show that you will be, definitely some of you will be receiving and giving a lot of nurturing love making to your partner. And we know this to be true because we have the Lover's card. So for those of you who are, in a sexual relationship, these two cards bode well for you. It shows that there's a connectedness, a chemistry that is running deep in the relationship with the both of you, and you are vibing high right now. There's been a lot of growth in your relationship, and it's manifested and reflected in your bedroom, which is beautiful. And that's why some of you are going to wind up pregnant. Wow. All right, so let's take a look at the Romance Angels Oracle for just some general guidance and love advice for our Capricorn single or coupled. Single or coupled. Any other messages? Three, two, all right, so the first card that jumped out was playfulness. It says to capture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah, get your fun on. Don't forget that. Get fun. And then romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So in this instance, I'm going to read from the guidebook here. Playfulness. The romance angels are cherubs who embody all things romantic and who have a happy, youthful sense of playfulness. They delight in the wonders of love and ask you to do the same. The angels want to help you fall back in love with life again by guiding you to enjoy yourself. This comes from a spirit of joy and adventure. The angels ask you, when was the last time you had fun? If you don't remember, okay, then it's long overdue for you to add some playtime into your schedule. The angels say that fun is a necessity, not a luxury. The activity can be free of charge, such as exploring nature, auditioning for a local theatrical production, joining a community sports team, or trying something new. Playfulness is a good investment of your time as it will renew your energy levels and elevate your mood. Playtime is essential in relationships too, to keep the free-spirited components of dating alive. Plan regular date nights with your partner and take turns creatively planning fun activities such as miniature golf, karaoke, walking through a flower garden, or flying kites together. Okay, and we talked a little bit about that before, about, definitely channeling your Empress card, channeling your Three of Cups energy into your life, especially in January and as you move into February. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Let's see what that has to say. The stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathways of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap, and you wonder whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making this happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it is already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to the surface. However, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. In some cases, you will receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These would be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests. And we talked a little bit about that before with the Empress card. So the romantic feelings too for our coupled up Capricorns, in the playfulness, there's a need for that. Keep that going in your relationship, because that will definitely be something that if it's not fed, then it could cause problems. But as long as that's continuing in your relationship and you continue to work on that and make that a conscious goal of yours, then your relationship will flourish and grow, okay? It will flourish and grow in beautiful ways. How can the Capricorns, both coupled and single, work on healing for the month of January? What are they working on here? The sexual arts. Interesting. Wow. Of course, with the Empress and the Lovers card and the Three of Cups, it's no wonder, right? Let's take a look at the guidebook on this one. Sexual arts, 33. Bring more light into your sexuality, please. Keeping sexuality alive is an art form very few people truly understand. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? Sex energy only occurs where there is sexual polarity. Everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities to gift each other. The only time there is a sexual spark is when one person is embodying more of their masculine energy and the other person is embodying more of their feminine energy. The masculine is the unchanging witness, presence, direction, decision-making, trying to bring everything to closure, and consciousness itself. The feminine is change, life force, light, flowing movement, Mother Nature, emotions. Do not buy into the myth that sexual attraction eventually dies in long-term relationships. Sexual polarity is an art that takes practice. It can be so subtle and lasts a lifetime if you are constantly reinventing your gifts and using an open heart. And that's so important, especially for our coupled up Capricorns. This message, you probably want to rewind and hear that message again, because with the Lovers card and with the Empress card, it's basically saying that it's like there's a yin and a yang there that's going on, and you need that energy, that receptive and that active energy to mesh and to make that bond. Okay, it's just it's just a beautiful message overall that we've got going on here. Let's see, what do we have? Okay, and now we're just looking for some last messages from the Earthbound Oracle. What do we have for our Capricorn friends? What do they need to know for January? Nice. Any other messages? 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're only dealing with one Earthbound Oracle message. Perseverance. And we've got the fish, and it's jumping out of the water. And we know with perseverance, this is just right and fitting, because, you know, when you're fishing, it takes perseverance to finally catch that fish. And it's going to take perseverance, Capricorn, to get through the healing and get to the growth, to get to the other side of where you're trying to be, to catch that fish, right? So you're going to have to take that deliberate action moving forward, but also in terms of just recognizing that you're going to have fun along the way, not just for all the reasons that we discussed in this reading, but just simply for the sake of having fun. And you persevere and you keep going and you keep that diligent work, you keep that healing going, you will have growth and you will have the relationship of your dreams. It will manifest. It will come to pass. All the hard work is for naught. It is really happening. And especially for this message is for my single Capricorns. Just know that stay the course. Continue to do that work and your partner will come. And for my coupled up Capricorns, persevere, continue to do that forgiveness work for yourself and for your partner, and the relationship will flourish. And then finally, we're going to have some final words from the White Rabbit Oracle for our Capricorn friends. What do they need to know, Spirit, as we close out this reading? Okay. We have Revelation, Splendor, and I think Attainment came before Splendor jumped out. So Revelation, with healing and growth comes revelations, comes things that are being revealed to you about who you are as a person, who your partner is, what life is about, what you want in your partner, what you want from life. All these things are going to be revealed to you in January. January is going to be a powerful time for you, Capricorn. So just know that and go and ride along with it. And because of that, because you are finally getting to that sweet spot of allowing things to come to be, you're going to be able to attain the things that you're seeking, the growth that you want, the love that you want, the relationships that you want. Everything is going to start hitting in a way that you're going to be like, wow, 2018 is my year. And you're going to experience splendor in your relationships, both in your dating life, if you're single, and in your relationship, if you're married or in a committed relationship. There's going to be a sense of splendor, joy, magic going on for you for the entire month of January. I don't see a lot of strife. Yes, for some of you, you will be dealing with a tower moment or tower moments, or maybe reflecting on past tower moments, but I don't get a sense that it's going to really be this thing that just takes over everything. Now, for some of you, it will, but it'll be a good thing. There will be growth that comes on the other side of dealing with this tower moment. Don't be mad at that. Don't be scared of that. We're always in transition. We're always transforming, and we're always shifting and changing. Go with the flow with that. Trust that everything that's happening is happening because it is divinely so. Okay, Capricorn? Well, Happy New Year. I hope that this reading was enlightening for you or added a little bit of something for you as you move forward through the month of January. Many peace and blessings. Lots of love to you. See you all in the next video. Bye.